Hello, everyone. I thank you guys for joining me here last minute on Miss Tiff Dance channel. For those of you who don't know me, my channel is a place for um, parents, entrepreneurs, single and non-single individuals who are in a relationship to come together and learn to grow. All right. We share advice here and opinions, and just we learn about what life is to shape us to do better. So today's topic: Steve Harvey made some opinions about what women should bring to the table. um I'm just going to touch bases and go over it as I sip my wine with the incorrect spelling of my name. Yep. I'm working on my third glass today, so this should be good. All right. I'm just waiting for y'all to join me. I don't want to do this alone. I want to see everybody on live. I have a lot on my mind, and I'm ready to talk about it. Wait. Oh, wait. Whoopsie. I don't know what's going on. My screen just blacked out on me. Maybe it doesn't like my phone. I just might put my phone up there. Whew, okay. So, hey, anybody on? Just say hello. In the chats, I see hello. What up? And make sure you press that like button. Give your girl a like. Let's try to support the channel any way you can. I appreciate it. Steve Harvey. So he says that women should not bring anything to the table, just themselves. And what comes to mind when I hear this is femininity, love, support, faithfulness, and ability to procreate. Those are the things that I'm thinking he agrees that women should bring to the table for a man. He goes on to say that women are bringing enough by being able to just bear children for men, and that a real man doesn't want that, and blames it on the modern traditional man who expects more instead of the old-fashioned man who is the provider, the protector, the that professes all the things that he says in his book, Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man. Mm. So, my opinion is I really don't have a skewed opinion. I get where he's coming from with this. Uh, because he's pro women, trying to encourage women. He is a promoter at the end of the day. He has a book. He wants people to buy it. So I totally understand where he's coming from, because it all fits his brand, promoting women and their happiness and how they should be treated. I get it. But that doesn't necessarily mean that I totally 100% am on either side. So I feel like women should always have their own. Women should always uh, be able to stand on their own 2 feet. I believe that you enter a relationship not knowing what is to expect out of it. And you should leave still the whole person that you are when you entered it. I don't think that women should uh, come to the table without anything. I do believe that they have to be a support system. You know, You have to be able to support, you have to be able to um know how to love, you know. It's nice to want to sit up there and be a princess and paint your toenails and your fingernails and call everything, say everything is fine, and just be beautiful, and then that's it. But in 2023, that's not necessarily reality, you know. I guess anybody can get a beautiful girl. Look at Instagram, look at Facebook. There's tons of influencers, just showing it all. Nobody leaves anything to the imagination. It's all just like, here, it's right there. So no one is uh, this day and age, nobody has, it's no mystery with women. Everybody knows sex is right there. It's available. It's okay. It's readily available by any woman. Look at the music videos, the music promotions, the rap songs. You know what I mean? It's just like everybody talks about, sex. So it's no mystery. It's not taboo. Anybody can get that anywhere. I feel like sometimes women go above and beyond and try to bring too much to the table and think that they're trying to win the man, and then that changes the role of the woman, where you become the pursuer and you're trying to win the prize of a man to keep him around, which I don't think is good. If he's going to stay, he's going to stay. If he's going to leave, he's going to leave regardless of what you do. You don't have to hold him down. You don't have to you don't have to give him money. You don't have to lend him your car. I think those things are basically don't help the situation. It always seems like, to me, in situations that I've heard of or have long been in myself, it's the women who do so much more that don't get respected, and don't get appreciated. And they're once they get the man to where they build them up to where they should be, or where they don't need them to support them anymore, or they can stand on their own 2 feet, or provide them with income, or provide them with whatever. That's when the guys throw the deuces, and then the woman's left high and dry crying, while the next woman, who is not doing half as much, is winning that same man that she went above and beyond for. If that makes any sense. It doesn't make sense to me, but I just know that that can happen. People take you for granted. People don't take you, what you do for them. They take that for granted, and doing for them does worse sometimes than not doing for them. Because I feel like people appreciate what you don't do. Like, for instance, I know some rappers, Tupac, Raekwon from Wu-Tang Clan, they appreciate the mom, who wasn't available as they could have been, or wasn't the best mother in the world or the strongest mother in the world, but still love them. They honor them to death, right? But, then you have parents who give their children the world, and then the kids give them their ass to kiss. So it's like, doesn't matter how much you do for somebody, you can still get the bad end of the stick, to say the least. Let me see. Um, somebody said, "Give me money now." Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying. I feel it goes to show that, like, I just use that example because it doesn't matter, what you bring to the table. The outcome just depends on the person and their desire. Some men require different things. It depends on the type of man you have. If he desires a woman who does nothing, and I mean, I know from personal experience, I literally had someone tell me, I don't have to work my job. I can stay home, get my beauty rest, and gave me a couple of bucks to go to Neiman Marcus. Those days are great, but were they looking for a wife? I can't really say that. You know, I can't really say, that they were looking for a wife or something temporary, to be quite honest. It might have been a temporary situation where they wanted some company, Tiffany, for, the time being. And, just did whatever it could to fulfill the desires that they thought that I would bring to the table. I'm just saying. But I mean, ladies, all I gotta say is Don't hold the person down and think you can bring so much to the table. Don't bring the whole freaking Thanksgiving dinner to the table thinking that that person ain't gonna go nowhere, because you can do all that. They can eat good, have the cranberry sauce, Thanksgiving stuffing, macaroni and cheese, potato salad, and then throw you the deuces when they're done and think nothing of it. Trust me, it's nothing. Okay. I'm just saying. Um, Feel free to chime in. I like to read comments. Tell me what you think. I understand where Steve Harvey is coming from. Mind you, again, his brand is to cater to women, to tailor to women, to make sure that, his book and, the movie that the book is based off of, all of that is supporting women. Women go out and buy that you know, he is going to be always on team women. So he doesn't feel like that. But not everybody is in the same tax bracket as Steve Harvey. Let's just face that. That's true. You know, not everybody walking around with millions in the bank, in several bank account got, you know, Swiss bank accounts and whatnot, like, may Steve Harvey may have. And one thing I don't like is that people insult his where he came from. You can learn from anybody. Who cares that he had three marriages? Who cares the upbringing of his wife? Who cares about any of that? I feel that you can learn from anybody on this earth. By far, I think he has the best experience because he's had three wives, and he knows what to do. Like, he ain't get it right on the first time, he ain't get it right on the second time, he's trying to get it right on the third time. Trial and error. Okay, so he's had a lot of trial, a lot of error, and I actually like him because he's had those experiences. I have a different approach to what he's saying. you know I think that you can learn from somebody who has gone through it, like Steve Harvey. So I get the fact that these younger men want, where I think he's coming from, is a woman to take care of you. No, that's not happening. And if that is the case, I totally agree with him. If that's one of the things that he's pointing out, I totally agree. No, no woman should take care of you. Everybody should be able to take care of themselves because nothing is promised. That's what I feel. Nothing is promised. But in the event that things collapse in the relationship, but if things, you know, be able to a union becomes and things, manifest, I mean, work out the way that they need to, or you two would like it to, a desire, then, everybody should be still able to stand on their own 2 feet. I feel like I'm old school though, so I like the me I personally I like submissiveness. I like to be submissive. I'm like to be faithful. I like to be support. I am the type of person to rub your back when you come home, draw a bubble bath and all that stuff. That's the things that I like to do. Uh there's nothing wrong with it because that's just me, to each his own. Do I think that's all that I have to bring to the table? No, I have a lot more. I'm very smart. I'm a great decision maker. I know how to, you know, have a balance of work and life. I know how to have fun. I know, uh, I have good intuition where I can bring rational decisions or help you to make rational decisions. And I have a good sense of character in a person. I have a lot of things. I have my own business. I have my own money. I have just various ventures that I'm working on. So I have a lot to bring to the table, and I can't speak for the average person because I'm not the average person. I feel like I do a little bit more than the average. That's just me, my personal opinion. So when it comes to doing, what do women have to bring to the table, but being a childbearer, it does, part of it sound a little bit like 1930s, but you have to listen to the actual, because that's the era that, that's all women could do was have babies and, take care of families and, support the man, you take care, cook and crops and take care of whatever, the farm or whatever. I don't know. I'm thinking about my grandmother in South Carolina right now at this moment. But it does sound a lot old school in saying that, but I think that what he means is that women are a gift and we could do far more as far as far more important things like being able to create life for a man, so that we should be appreciated more so, if that makes sense. We should be appreciated, hold to a higher standard, we should be valued, we should be queens. And I agree. I view myself as a queen. Everybody on this channel, if you're not viewing yourself as a queen, you should, starting today, starting right now. Because we all have, something special and unique inside of us, and we could add value to a man. We can add value to, you know, our families. So I feel like, we bring ourselves to the table is one thing, but at the same time, you know, we should all we should be able to have something to bring to the table beside just what he said, the childbearing or just us. You have to be able to stand on your own 2 feet. You have to be able to make sure that you're okay within a relationship and without a relationship. you know I don't think he means that we're looking for you to play a man's role. I don't think that he's thinking that. I really don't. And I think I'm a logical thinker. I think about both perspectives. I don't just take what I hear and just say, oh, label it and say, oh, it's just this. This is what he's talking about, and just take it that, and or get quick to get offended by something. A lot of people do that. They hear what they want to hear. I'm hearing what he's trying to say. I'm trying to listen with intent. I'm trying to listen as he's trying to convey his message, because obviously he's not trying to piss people off. Maybe spark a little controversy, but not trying to piss people off. But he's trying to send a message that even in his daughter, Lori Harvey, had said, always remember I'm the prize. Always. And I like the way she said it too. She said, always remember you are the prize. I'm always going to be the prize, and that's it. Never anything less. I'm always the prize. And I'm like, oh, okay. I wonder where she got that from, or who she got that from. Steve Harvey. But so, women, we are the prize. But at the same time, you know, prizes still have to, contribute. Marriage is two ingredients: the man and the wife, the husband and the wife, the man and the woman. You're coming together to create and to flourish and to multiply and to have good family. You have to have some good values about you. You don't want to be a shitty person who's beautiful, who's and says that's enough to bring to the table, because how long will that last? You have to have you have to have a backbone. You have to be something significant and have some kind of stability, some reason that'll, because beautiful women are a dime a dozen. Anybody can get a beautiful woman, but it takes a special person who has to have, like I said earlier in this conversation, a loving heart, um, trust. You have to be able to, just be good to a person, have a kind heart, have a warm spirit, strong, be smart, great decision maker, just those different things. Be able to be faithful. You can't just be a woman, and women can bear a child, but you can't just be out here messing with Tom, Dick, and Harry and JoJo's godbrother down the street. That's not going to work for that's not what I think he's trying to say, but you have to have some kind of stability, some sustenance in your life. Anybody else got anything to say? I know I've been talking for a lot, but I just thought it was a very interesting topic. I think that you can, like I said, you can learn from him. You can learn from anybody, but at the same time, you don't have to agree, but just look at the character of the person. The content of what the person is trying to say. Where is it coming from? Is it coming from the heart? Is it coming from a bad place? Is it coming from a place of anger, or trying to diss women. No, it's just, I guess it's speaking to men at the end of the day. And some, this is my real opinion, do more. Like, because this generation is not doing enough as our ancestors did, our grandfathers did. You know, they were the sole provider, but now with women's liberation and, women, having jobs that may be or earn more, have more earning potential than their husbands, it might speak to, the men to, say, hey, do more. Just make sure that your woman is taken care of, just like the olden days. You have to have a balance. You have to be a team, a partnership. That's how I feel at the end of the day. So I think it's speaking to the men to encourage them, the younger generation who are used to staying at their girlfriend's house, living off of them, the girlfriend working, they ain't got no job, they looking at the TV, seeing what's knowing, watching the Wheel of Fortune and whatever TV show, Young and the Restless and everything. While say, bye, honey, I'll see you later when you come home, and not looking for no job. Like, I guess they're talking to the really bad examples of men, if that's what you want to call them, who do that type of stuff, to encourage them and say, like, they should be doing more. Women should, they are the prize, and they don't have to bring anything to the table. You should be bringing more to the table. That's what I'm hearing when I hear him say it. I'm thinking it's encouraging men to do more and to understand and value the woman that you have in your life, because women do a lot. Men do a lot too. And I do feel strongly that they should encourage the woman. I mean, they should encourage the man, and make sure that he's supported. It's a partnership. It's not, it should be, the man is the provider, the man is the protector, the man is the head of the household, and the woman is the backbone. The woman is the support system. The woman is, I have your back. I love you. I support you, and I'm able to help take care of this family. That's something to the table, if nothing else. So I hope this uplifts you guys. I hope this touches on this subject where we get an understanding of what he's talking about. This is my interpretation. I think he's a good guy. Anybody can have their bad situations that happen, but he's overcame. And what I like about him is most, Steve Harvey, we're talking about, is that he always references God. I'm a believer in God. I don't care what you're doing. I just know what I do. And that's what I do. I believe in God. And he always say that's the center of his focus. Yeah, he's a sinner. We're all sinners. Y'all probably sinned last night, probably going to sin tomorrow. So I'm not going to chastise him for that. But I do know that he always credits him and he gives him his props. Like I just say, like I do in my book, Diamond Cut the Pain, How to Shine Like a Diamond. Y'all must go get out and get that on my website, tiffanyldance.com. Luck don't do nothing for me. My good God does everything for me. I always credit him too. So I do like that about the man, and that he does make some good points. So try to listen to with the ability to learn, you guys, not to just quickly demonize somebody. There's a reason why they think the way they do. And if you really want to listen with an open heart and open mind. You just might learn something. You can learn something from anybody. I can probably learn something from my next door neighbor if they wasn't get on my daggone nerves and keep parking on my daggone parking spot. You know, she's about to learn something from me if I keep seeing it. Ticket on her daggone windshield. Always parking on my daggone parking spot. But you know what? I'm not here for that. I'm here to talk about this Steve Harvey thing, and what women should bring to the table. Yes, at the end of the day, bring something to the table. Bring something of value. And when you come to the table, make sure you leave the same way you come. You leave, you come with something, you leave with something too. Don't come empty-handed. Whatever those things are determined by you and what the needs of your husband or husband, wife, or significant other are. All right. So that's it. It was a short one today, you guys. I promise to be uploading you guys with more new stuff. I just celebrated my birthday. Hey, Taurus season in the house. Where them bulls at? Where y'all bulls? All right. Shout out to all my bulls. It's Taurus season. Just celebrated my birthday on Saturday. I'm blessed. I've been doing great things with my life and new endeavors, new relationships, new energy. I'm very blessed. Big Taurus energy over here. I don't know if y'all like us. We're great people, but y'all should. Y'all love us once you get to know us. You ain't found the right Taurus yet. I just say this playfully speaking. The signs. I just think they're fun to listen to and to talk about the personality trait. Shout out to everybody. I see some Virgos and some Sagittariuses on my chat today. So anyway, rewatch this. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, Miss Tiff Dance. I ain't left y'all. I just haven't been consistent for a minute, but I've been making my money. So don't get mad at me. Don't hate on the game. I've been trying to do what I do. Okay. And this wine is hitting. Shout out to Jam Jar Shiraz. I'm in my mood today. Hashtag Ice Spice. Okay. And holler at your girl. ah, Taurus is that. Yeah. But yeah, holler at your girl. Make sure you watch my channel. Today is Wednesday. I'm supposed to be uploading on Wednesdays. I did a live stream. Try to catch me on Sunday. I'm trying to have my upload for y'all. I love y'all. Thank you. And I will talk to you later. Over and out.